peppers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and Laquel reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
What's up, y'all?
What's good? What's goody?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
And they embarrassed the Kansas City Chiefs, my boy. That they did.
Fly, Eagles, fly. About time.
All I know is I don't want to hear shit about Pat Mahomes' feet hurting. Take that ass whooping and go home. I don't want to hear no bitching.
It's gonna be a repeat next year the way it's looking.
And y'all pay Kelsey all that money, bro. It's time to quit paying that man. Kelsey gonna be doing shit not eat. He gonna be doing shit not eat. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had a lot of business going on. Not a lot of basketball today because of Super Bowl, but a lot of business going on.
It was one game that I was watching.
No, it was 3 games. It was 3 games, but
No, I'm talking about the one I watched with was the Bucks.
yeah, the Bucks versus Sixers.
They took off. Them boys. They so streaky.
Who?
The Bucks. Sometimes they play really, really well. Sometimes they play really, really bad.
Well,
What you gonna
beginning
get
of
from
the year,
them?
beginning of the year, they didn't have Giannis at the beginning of the year when they were losing all those games. Then he finally came back, and they were already in they were looking like the Wizards. So the fact that they even because you remember they were like 2-12.
Jesus, damn.
So the fact that they even like 4 or 5 games above 500, they probably just tired right now.
No, they was losing them games with Giannis too.
But he was in and out. Like Giannis was injured.
He injured again.
Losing with Giannis too.
Kuzma looks so out of place right.
Yeah, but
he's gonna take some time for this.
But Kuzma, cool. Kuzma came in and do what Kuzma do. When Kuzma got stars around him, Kuzma hooped. Kuzma hooped on the Lakers when they won a championship when he had stars like Kuzma hooped. When Kuzma is asked to go be the guy, he still give you, regular numbers. But
on the topic, we're gonna talk about some of the NBA debuts. So of course you got the most controversial, most unforeseen, this loud awakening trade with AD and Luka. And everybody's been waiting to see what the Lakers gonna look like with Luka. We have yet to see that, but word is Luka will debut tomorrow. And then AD made his Mavericks debut on Saturday. And so I want to go ahead and get into that. Let's talk about that. So do y'all think that this game meant more than just a debut for AD? Like, was it more significance to this game, or was this is AD's debut? Let's get to it.
Of course, it's significance. They're ready to burn down the city right now. So this is like a Super Bowl type level game. Like this is to calm everybody down. Like so, Nico and them be like, "See, I know what I was doing." Like this game is super big because the Rockets is good. It don't matter. You got rid of Luka. It's not a fan. It wasn't a fan favorite trade.
But it's Anthony Davis. Like
it don't matter who it was. It could have been SGA. It could have been anybody. You traded Luka. You traded away Luka.
You traded away Luka. I get that.
And Luka was a fan favorite. We're talking about for the fans right now.
You're talking about for non-hooping fans.
No, you're talking about for the fans. Nobody wanted it. Everybody was blind.
I'm not saying nobody. I'm not saying they wanted it. But I'm saying once the trade happened and he got 2 or 3 days to sit with it, hoopers know the Mavs are fine.
Hoopers gonna want to see the Mavericks win.
No. Before Anthony Davis even reported to Dallas,
we want
before
to
Anthony
win.
Davis reported to Dallas,
we want
when
to
the trade
win.
broke. people knew Dallas was
we
fine.
wanted
They were getting Anthony Davis.
Like we didn't know how it was going to
team
look.
that was getting Luka, people felt like weren't going to be
the
okay.
The Mavericks have been built around Luka for the last 5-6 years. That. So when you take the major identity completely out and place a new person in there, we need to see how this is going to look. That's why this is a very big game. It don't matter who it is. Just like they say they don't know if Luka and LeBron can play together. We got to see how it looks.
But that's why I said Hoopers, because Hoopers feel like they
it ain't about Hoopers. What you mean? It's the Hooper commentators saying we don't know how this is gonna work. We gotta
Hoopers, see. Yes,
and they still
of the way they hoop. Hear what I'm saying?
We gotta see
because of the way they hoop.
So Quill, do you say this was just a game? This game was more like, so this AD's debut.
I mean, any trade that big is gonna be like, okay, what they gonna do? But it's not like you're bringing in a rookie to fill big shoes. You're bringing in 28-12 with 2.5 blocks and 3 assists. You're bringing in a first-team All-NBA player to replace a first. You're not bringing in some scrub and 2 picks in lottery. And you're not bringing in just anybody. You're bringing in Anthony Davis. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
It's a franchise player.
I get it.
That 25 just been taken away.
I get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that no one wanted this, but I'm saying by like day 3, when he's pushed the jersey on to go, nobody was like, I wonder if Anthony Davis is going to be good.
So this what Teddy's saying. Teddy is talking about the real deal Mavs fan base. That's who he's talking about. The ones who on the day of this game were outside protesting. That's who Teddy is talking about. How all the fans who were blindsided, they were emotionally distraught. And they're out there. It's nothing specific to AD. They just saying, how do you do something like that's what Teddy's talking about. He's not talking about the basketball gurus, the basketball guys, the high IQ people. He's not talking about that. He's talking about the legitimate fans, the ones who love Luka, would have sniffed his shots after the game. That's who he's talking about. He's talking about the season ticket holders who would drink his sweat out his jersey. He talking about those fans. He talking about himself. He's talking about himself. That's who he talking about. People that's saying, to hell with 80, we don't care who you brought in. You should have never given away our golden child. That's what Teddy talking about. And I agree. I feel like it was a lot. I felt like I want the Mavs to lose at every chance, okay? But I felt like they needed to win, because I really felt like if they didn't win, it was going to be a riot after that game. That's how I felt internally. Like
you watching the Mavs and you're watching basketball. You're watching the Mavs without Luka and no AD lead up to these games and beat teams
that don't matter.
No.
Yeah, you're not getting the picture, bro.
But think about why I said the game didn't matter. We were just we just went through January talking about a team that didn't have Luka, got Kyrie back, and we were talking about a team that was going to go 4-9, ended up 7-9 without Luka or AD. And you're asking me, when they added a person that was playing outside of a person that's been in gym clothes gaining weight and they've been making false reports about Anthony Davis adding to the Mavs, it's no pressure for Anthony Davis.
It ain't even about.
No, I see you, Teddy. I felt the same way.
Davis or Luka was 7-9 and beat the OKC Thunder.
I feel the same way.
You talking about like if he don't have a 7-footer, we were just arguing about a team with because they.
But even because we're gonna move on, let's get into AD's performance. So outside of his performance, before we get into that, look at this. I think even AD knew. I think the players knew the magnitude of this game. If you watching that game, look at the energy. Like, I've seen AD play in a championship. I've seen AD play on multiple teams. His energy was so loud. Like, he was saying, "This my house." He was letting them know, "I'm here. I'm putting y'all on my back. We good. Trust me." Like, you could tell he was more animated than usual because he trying to send a message to them fans who were unrest. So, like, I mean, you see AD play all the time. AD don't be that animated in games. It's a reason he was that animated.
With the Lakers.
Huh?
AD played like that game one with the Lakers.
He knew.
AD was more
knew
animated in the game, bro.
the magnitude of this game. AD
after
knew.
making a blockbuster,
AD did something that nobody ever did before.
No,
What are you
that wasn't
talking about? He played the same way.
This is different. I
That
get
wasn't
what
the
you're
same
saying.
type of trade.
AD, listen, all of y'all feel away. Anthony Davis.
But hold on,
Anthony Davis
AD did
had
something
2
that was
years
never
off
done
last game.
before. So how did he play the same way he played with the Lakers? He did something that was never done
That's
before.
because the trade was different.
No. I said he did something that was never done before. The
What he
points, the blocks, the rebounds he put up in the first quarter was never done before.
Okay. We've seen players have good first halves.
Right, but I'm telling you, he made NBA history with what he did yesterday.
I get it. Anthony,
So you
we're
can't say he
talking
was doing that on
about
the Lakers.
Anthony Davis. Before Wemby, he also made history with the Pelicans with quadruple doubles. Before Wemby came in, he was getting 10 blocks. We're talking about Anthony Davis. With the Pelicans, he made history. What are we talking about? He didn't get replaced with a scrub.
You're not.
Go look at the numbers he just had his last 10 games with the Lakers. It was 30, 20, 29, and 15.
So these were his stats. These were his stats on top of the victory. 116 Mavs, 105. AD, 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks with only 1 turnover. Those were his stats for his game 1. 10 for 18 from the field, 2 for 2 from the 3, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. The boy was a monster in that game. 16 rebounds. There was nobody on the Mavs out rebounding Luka. Get it? Luka not on the team. It's a fresh wound. But I love to see this. 16 rebounds with 9 with Gafford. I think that's beautiful. So this is feeding into what you going at, Quill. But I know you're missing the point of what we're saying. We're not talking about basketball. This part we talking about it. The production. The production was there. Shingun, it wasn't shit he could do. They needed Jabari Smith Jr. yesterday. They needed the younger Aquaman yesterday. They needed Joel Embiid yesterday. They needed everybody.
The Lakers was better than this game with the Mavs.
They needed everybody. And you missed the point. It wasn't the game. It's what he did in the first quarter. The amount of points, rebounds, and blocks he had in the first quarter.
He played longer.
Played 6 more minutes.
He don't get it. It ain't no point in talking about it. I said first quarter, but he gonna keep talking about the game.
I get you keep saying first quarter. We seen a lot of
right. He broke a record in the first quarter.
You're right.
That's why I keep saying that.
First quarter, I get it.
He broke a record.
But Anthony Davis does this. His last game with the Lakers.
But he's never done it.
43 and 23.
He's never done it. He did something that was never done before.
43 and 23. Yeah, in the first quarter he went great. Clay has a record in the third quarter.
I ain't talking about Clay. We talking about AD.
Players break records in quarters. He still plays.
That's cool. But he's never done this before. He did something that was never done before. So he broke a record. So he established the record.
With 23, he ended with 20 something and 16. That's been.
Do you realize he left third quarter?
You're right. We've seen people leave in third quarters with better numbers.
You realize he left in the third quarter?
You've seen people leave in third quarters with better numbers.
The man had a dominant game, bro.
Haven't played a third quarter.
The man had a dominant game, bro.
Did you see Jokic the other day leaving the third quarter?
He had a dominant game, bro.
These are those players we're talking about.
He had a dominant game, bro. And yet he did something.
This is Anthony Davis. His last 3 games with the Lakers, he also had dominant games.
So hold on.
What are you talking about?
So you saying Monday's game isn't going to be significant for the Lakers?
So it's going to be a great. What do you expect? So what are you expecting? What do you expect Luka Doncic to do?
I'm asking you. Is Monday going to be a significant game for the Lakers?
What do you if the Lakers lose the game? What do you expect?
Look, we getting too far.
The magnitude of the win or
loss.
Let's
grade AD's
regular season game.
What grade do you give what grade do you give AD in his first game?
It's A+. It's what AD does.
A+. Okay. What you give him?
He played an AD game. He had a below average AD game.
I wouldn't say that's below average.
The last 3 games in the Lakers, he averaged more.
It was a solid double.
And they blew out. They were blowing. Bronny was in some of those games. They blew some of the games out. He had those numbers.
It was the A.
He didn't play the fourth quarter in those games.
You gave him an A?
Anthony Davis.
Okay. Okay. So
Man,
now what are
last
y'all
night.
thoughts?
That's an 8
So I
point.
know your thoughts of the Mavs have changed because we just got an update. AD is going to be out potentially up to a month, if not more, due to his abductor cup. I think that's what they said. Let me see.
That's the same thing he pulled with the last game.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So left abductor strain. So he gonna be out for a while. I know Teddy feels some type of way about this. My thing, I always caution with AD, don't empty out your stables for AD because he gonna give you. He's production. But all it takes is three blinks and a sneeze, and that boy gonna do something. And that's what happened, unfortunately, for AD. However, I know, and what Quell is getting at is that we know the Mavericks are good. They're fine. They're fine. However, I think
Just
it's
like
still
that.
a.
The next game gonna be a big game. It's gonna be a regular game.
I feel like this is pouring salt in the wound. It's too
Next man, AD come
soon.
back. Regular game.
It's too soon. It's pouring salt in the wound. But with AD on that team, how do you feel? How do you feel, Teddy? Seeing how that went last game, you beat one of the best teams in the West.
Don't care. It don't matter what AD do. They gonna replace what Luca done for the franchise. Like
But for the franchise moving forward, how do you feel?
we got to make the best of it. At least we get a first team All NBA player to replace. So you're going to get similar numbers with AD. You know, you're
Yeah.
going to get similar numbers. You're going to get high amount of rebounds. You're going to get a high amount of points.
You're gonna get
So it's
more
gonna
production out of AD than you got out of Luca because you're gonna get the same amount of points. You're gonna get
You're
more
not going to get the
rebounds.
same amount of points.
You're not gonna get what? You're not gonna get what?
You're not going to get the same amount of
Luka
points.
averaged 33. You're not gonna get the same amount of points from AD
AD
with no
don't ride.
LeBron.
AD don't average 30. Has AD
right.
ever averaged 30
right.
in his career?
He's never hit.
So it's not the same.
You're right.
It's not the exact same.
Luka didn't average
what
30
I just said,
until
we're going
last
to
year.
It was close to 30. He averaged more than AD.
It was close. That's cool. Close ain't this ain't horseshoes. It's basketball. Ball got to go in the hoop.
So what does
The
AD
ball gotta
average?
go
What is
in
AD
the hoop.
average then? What is AD average?
We can look up the average.
Point is,
I know one thing he does average. I know more production he's going to get.
You're going to get production.
He has more production.
You're going to get production.
He has the whole second side of the ball.
You're going to get production.
So yeah, bring up his 20 points. Tell me about those 30 points he scored.
You're going to
Tell me
get
about
production.
His 9 and 9 while averaging
So
13.
another positive to that trade
and then
is
it's going
to make up a whole
it's
thing.
going to be hard. Based off of what we did last year, it's going to be very hard to sell it to Mavericks.
But hold on. Another positive to that trade is Max Christie.
That was 10 years
Max
ago.
Christie be on the court like he's really that guy.
2011, yeah, that was 10
They
years
got the
ago.
best.
So Max Christie comes out 23 points, 4 for 5 from the 3, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. So he's out there drawing the fouls, controlling the game, applying pressure, and chopping shit up. So Max Christie was a solid pickup for y'all because he really looks like he's arrived. He looks confident. He looks in control. So that's a solid pickup for y'all. Y'all need that. And what are you like, 6'7"? Let me see. 6'5", long wingspan, young guy. That's a good pickup for y'all, bro.
Like talking about all that Luka does. They got the what Dirk got the 2 finals, got an MVP and a championship and a finals MVP.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
You don't sit
We're
down.
talking about
he done
right
for the man.
now.
Game,
We're
y'all
talking
one
about
good
right
season
now.
And shook. That's what he did.
He didn't shook. He got shipped away.
He shook. He looked real happy in yellow and in purple and gold.
Yeah, you got to.
He looked real happy. He about to go out. Now you finna see.
Speaking of happy, that boy Jimmy Buckets and Steph Curry looked happy last night with that big comeback dub, down 24 in the third, came back, got the lead all the way up to 25, won the game by 21. So watching this game, like I had to sit back. I was going through my emotional roller coaster, and then I'm calling Quill as I'm on the road yesterday. I said, you know what? I have been saying for years, get Jimmy buckets. I have been saying for years, and because of all his antics, how every season he wanted to start with a new hairdo, and now he doing all the stuff. It made me forget that I really wanted him on the Warriors and why I wanted him on the Warriors. And I'm listening to somebody talking, they reminded me, and then I'm watching that game as I'm on the road, and I said, that's what I'm talking about. The guy came out, and I think he shot around 11 free throws. It's like he understands the physicality of the game. He understands his tools, and he uses them. Everything Andrew Wiggins didn't do. Like Jimmy Bucket knows he's strong. He knows how to use his strength. He knows how to use his athleticism. He knows how to play the game of basketball. So even when you watching that and we throwing the ball and he jumping, getting fouled, leaning one hand, catching, still scooping for a layup, an and one, I'm like, damn. I know Andrew Wiggins wasn't doing that shit. And I'm like, hey, the dude is nice, high basketball IQ. And I love the way he came out. And at first, he, seemed like he was trying to get into it. I understand he only knew three of the plays and all the other stuff. But for him to come out, drop 25 points, 13, 11 for 13 from the free throw line, I really, I really enjoy that piece. I really enjoy that. So big ups to my boy Jimmy Buckets, and to see him smile, he back doing what he wants to do, and to see how we accepted him and how he just kind of he fits into that system. I love it.
Now for him, this game feels more significant because he got sit down and money taken away from him for just talking, not for not hooping, like for being labeled a problem. We getting rid of you. You got shipped away because you're a problem. You wanted to get shipped away. We not gonna pay you. You're 35, you owe, you're not worth the money you asking for. So for him to go out there and hoop is like, yeah, I'm still Jimmy.
Yeah.
We ain't seen Jimmy hoop, not because of Jimmy. We ain't seen Jimmy hoop in a couple weeks just because he been suspended. He been suspended, sitting down, taking one-legged threes, not playing for real.
He was trying to make sure he got traded.
So now we get to actually see him go out there and show like I might be older, but I still hoop.
Yeah, I love it.
Like tomorrow for Luka, it will mean more because I got traded away because y'all think I'm injury prone, y'all think I'm this, y'all think I'm this, y'all think negatively of me over there. So I'm more so looking for when he plays Dallas, not just this game. The game when he actually play against Dallas. That game means more than tomorrow.
It's crazy.
He play against the Lakers. That game, I want to see how AD play against the team that actually traded him away, not against the fucking Jazz. You ready? The fans, fuck the fans.
Not the Rockets. He played the Rockets.
AD, can't nobody in the NBA guard. I want to see how Luka play against AD. I want to see Luka hit a three, and then start down Nico in the audience, and then I want to see AD look at Rob Pelinka and point him out or something. Like, yeah, I want to see them play hard when I'm coming back to really whoop I want to see that.
It ain't even about AD. He just was a casualty in all of this.
Yeah.
This was all
being in LA and seeing how happy all the people are to get Luka, seeing how much stuff people talked about you, fragile, and all of that stuff.
The game in Dallas was so
how happy, not in Dallas, but I'm talking about in LA. Like him playing AD gonna play. It's not like he's not a rookie.
LA feel like they
it
won.
Ain't like they bringing in new players to play against AD.
LA feel like they
New
won.
Jersey on. Like it's still the same.
Nobody in LA. What's nobody for real in LA crying about it?
Nobody in LA was really looking for Luka. Nobody was tripping about. Nobody was looking.
That's the point. They wasn't tripping that AD got traded. They think they won.
AD playing against.
They think
LA,
they won. We lost. LA. We feel like we lost. They feel like they won.
It's like, how do you lose when the reason y'all didn't win had nothing to do with scoring? You're a Luka fan. That's what it sounds like. You're a Luka fan.
I am not a basketball Dallas
Mavericks
fan.
You're a Luka fan. And that's all.
So how do y'all grade Jimmy Butler's performance?
That's why the reason y'all lost because y'all needed AD. Y'all couldn't stop a nosebleed.
So how do y'all grade Jimmy Butler's performance?
Left and right. Jimmy who?
Did what he do.
Yeah, Jimmy who? Jimmy.
What grade is that?
I give him my A. It's a year since his dad passed. It's on the anniversary of a year since his dad passed. He came and hooped on it. His dad passed a year ago. Came and hooped, got the win, got the dub for Dub Nation. You know what I'm saying? It meant something.
I give him an A because he did not mold to the Golden State style of basketball. He played his basketball. He on there starts chucking up a bunch of threes. Like,
you have a big decision to make. Are you going to say
23s like he always did? And Jimmy Butler shot one.
Let's look at your category.
I'm not going there throwing up threes like that.
Tony Winners, hunting and camping.
Play his game. So for him to play his game, and give you his type of numbers.
That's what I said. So that
So
still want to see more rebounds from him.
Yeah. But he had acknowledged he was out of shape. He said his conditioning is down.
Sitting there.
I'm saying for him to be out for so long, but just to stick to his game still.
It's gonna be interesting to see Luka.
I hope they don't change his game.
Trash.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't change his game.
No, they told him to be him. So moving forward, what do you think it says moving forward? Do you think this is something they can sustain? Do you think he's gonna contribute to more wins? Do you think he's gonna get them like?
Well, he definitely contributed more wins. He took an unskilled or unseasoned Heat team to the finals.
He took a team without Steph to the finals.
Right. He took an unseasoned Heat team to the finals twice.
And I actually like the lineup Steve Kerr put on the floor.
Played pretty much the entire game. Yeah. The whole Eastern Conference Finals and the finals.
You got shooters all the way around for the most part for Draymond and Butler to get them to.
Post down there, we got a 7-footer, a real footer.
Yeah.
But
look, I don't care if you soft. You 7 foot. They are running to you.
Hey. 4 for 7 for the 3-point
line.
The
Wemby block. Just put your hands up. People be throwing the ball at Wemby hands. So just put your hands up, bro.
Yeah.
You do not know how to play basketball at the rim.
So y'all know it was an update on that Lakers trade. Mark Williams, Dog Connect, and nixed because Mark Williams failed the physical. Conditions of the trade were not met.
Why AD couldn't fail that physical? I read that. I said, why he couldn't have failed the physical? Y'all know he can't play. He injury prone too, but yeah, that sucked for them. That's terrible. They're gonna have to wait a whole.
But they got Koloko, and I mean not Mark Williams, but
the boy had the longest wingspan in the NBA, bro.
He said what?
All he needed was to throw it up. He had the longest wingspan in the NBA. All he had to do was throw it up. Luka would have made him better. LeBron would have made him better. Just throw it up. Just throw it up at the rim. All he got to do is just tap it.
Rihanna type shit, huh?
Throw it up.
Steph Curry from half court type shit, huh?
Jackson Hayes and corner shooters are going to thrive on this off with Luka. So, anybody that's a live threat,
they're not going to be able to stop nothing.
Threat
rebounding going to be a little tougher.
Corner shooter, yeah, it's going to be.
Because Luka is a lazy rebounder. He get the long rebounds, the rebounds that don't nobody really be fighting for. That stuff down there is going to be tough.
That's what you got LeBron
Second
for.
Chance.
He's an active rebounder. That's why AD had 22. LeBron still have fucking 10 rebounds.
We finna see.
The Lakers got.
I'm about to say, at least they got Max Christie. No, they don't.
No, they don't. You finna see. But they get their boy. Connect back. So let's see him.
Yeah, y'all got the Jazz on Monday and Wednesday.
If I'm Dalton Connect, I don't know how I feel coming back as a Laker.
Boy, you a rookie. You better take that on the chin and go on about your business. Look, put your stuff back on, get paid, and play ball.
Bronny the ball every time.
I'm gonna tell you this: Luka finna love playing for the Lakers. They play the Jazz, then they turn around and play the Hornets.
He got the Jazz number. LaMelo back, so he wants to actually play defense with LaMelo. Now they
really
on him.
Yeah,
they go put
then y'all play the Blazers, and then y'all play them. Hey, they play the Mavs on the 25th of February, but AD not gonna be in. 25th of February, play the Mavs.
I'm gonna get a PJ Tucker 40.
So yeah, but let's get into this next topic, which is the All-Star game. Get into this next topic, the All-Star game. So you see Team Chuck, Team Kenny, Team Shaq. So it's the same thing I sent y'all earlier, you know what I'm saying? But I looked at it and I'm like, Team Chuck. Chuck pretty much went ahead and picked all the bigs.
Yeah,
He picked all the
outside.
big
Yeah,
Giannis, Jokic, Sengun, Siakam. Who he got at the bottom? Carl Anthony Towns and Victor. He got 5 bigs for the most part. And then Kenny went ahead and picked all the damn guards.
but he picked all young.
Brunson,
He picked all young
Cade,
players.
Anthony, Garland, Hero. And you see who else he got. He got 5 guards. And Shaq went ahead and picked team USA. Team USA, that's who he picked. So yeah, I remember the tournament style. The next team gonna be like the rookie sophomore team. They're gonna build that, and then they play each other, and then they're gonna have a championship going up. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. But you got all the old heads on Shaq team.
But as you see, they won a they
I
won
think Shaq
a gold
team,
medal.
Shaq team match up well with anybody they put out there. Except, I mean, there's nobody that really match up well with Wemby.
Nah, they don't have a big except Anthony Davis, and he not gonna play.
Oh yeah, AD not playing. Who they?
So
Who
I
the
think they should get some bonus.
a backup? Sabon as a backup.
Yeah, out the West, get Sabonis. There's no other big in the West you can argue.
Yeah.
So I low key think the league be intentionally doing shit like this. Like years where D Lil should have made it. They knew like that person hurt. He not gonna play, but he gonna get that vote. And then once he gets a minute, they go ahead and phase him out. He not available for the All-Star game. They bring up D Lil. So like in the East, when you got Giannis going down, I think Trey Young probably gonna get that. Who y'all think gonna get that Giannis pick?
Uh,
It ain't gotta be a big, it could be anybody.
Maybe anybody.
And yeah,
When
Trey.
they used to do,
either
they
Trey
used to.
Young or LaMelo, they're gonna have to try to. They're gonna try to pull
Oh,
LaMelo.
LaMelo he ain't in reserve? Oh, it'd be LaMelo first, then
Yeah,
Trey
he got
Young.
all the fans vote.
Yeah, LaMelo be first up, then Trey
And with his
Young.
brother performing, he finna turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
It's definitely gonna be LaMelo. He better get the car because he played tonight or yesterday. I think he back now.
Yeah, he played.
Mm-hmm.
So LaMelo gonna get it before Trey.
I think Trey gonna get it.
Nah, LaMelo already won. Didn't he win the fan vote?
Yeah, he is the most
Yeah,
fan vote.
he gonna get it.
The
But
only
I still think Trey gonna get it.
player.
Cause y'all talk about winning. Trey got more dubs than him.
So they don't care. They've been snubbing Trey Young. He only got what, one All-Star in the last 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah. Trey been
They
playing
be
like
snubbing him like crazy, boy. They don't like that man for whatever reason. I don't know what he did, what he said, or what. The NBA do not like that man.
Yeah.
So LaMelo finna get it. Yep.
I don't know. But we got the All-Star. Hey, y'all seen the 3-point contest?
Yeah, I think Dame should pretty much dominate that.
I sent it to y'all. The
Yeah.
3-point contest. Yeah, you got D Lil. Hold on, where it says right here. D Lil, Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hill, Cam Johnson, Norman Powell. Those 8. So I look at that. I don't really think any of them be striking threes like that. So I'm leaning on a Damian Lillard, Buddy
Just
Hill.
a 9 or 8 3-point game just recent. Was that today? Yeah,
Who?
like boy be chopping.
Buddy Hill gonna
Dame.
do good. Buddy Hill gonna do well in that competition. Buddy Hill's a hell of a shooter.
Dame won what, 3 years
He
now?
Buddy Hill got 1, and D Lil got 2.
He only got 2. I thought he had 3.
No, I think they said this would be his
I would
third
say
one.
I know Buddy Hill got one. The way they shoot. Dame is a short jumper. He don't use a lot of jump in his shot. So shooting off the rack and shooting 25 times back to back. Cam Johnson's a jump shooter. Who else you name? People that got to jump with
Jalen
their shot.
Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson, Cade, Garland, Hero,
Under whoever won.
and Powell.
I think Tyler Hero and Garland gonna tire
Tyler
out.
Hero is
I think
a short
both
jump.
of them
So
gonna
Tyler
get
Hero, Buddy Hield, and Dame are the three people that really don't jump a lot when they shoot. So because they can get the same form every time. Jumpers, you have to jump, and then by that 24th, 25th, 26th shot, it's different than the first time you shot. That's why, like Steph, he don't jump a lot. Like Kyle Anthony Towns, when he won, he's so big, he don't jump a lot. Like Bird, 6'10". A lot of the Capono, when he did it 2-3 times. When you see the 3-point contest winners, it's people that really don't jump a lot. Dame, he's so consistent. His shit just like water. He don't move a lot. Even when he shoot deep, he don't put a lot of jump in his shots. And he only 6'2", 6'3". He's just strong. Like Dame's just strong like that. So I see Dame, Buddy. Shit, Hero smooth like that too. Shit, 6'5", 6'6", Hero.
Dame Washington. You heard it
You
here
know who
first.
I want to see win? Who I think got a beautiful shot, should be in it every year. Fucking Gary Trent Jones.
Ready? Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn. You